Hey guys, are we ready for style number 7 of the fabric fodder flowers? Style number 7. This is what I call the individual petal method. These will lay a little bit flatter than some of the other ones, but I will have some videos at the end after I go through all the styles of how to make these flatter to use in journals. There's been a couple people have asked about that, and I do plan on that. All that, how to use a little bit more and other ways to use them and how to make them more workable for certain journal projects. All that's going to come after I show how to do everything and not all in one video. I prefer to keep my videos short. We all have low amount of time, and shorter videos, it just seems to be better. Okay, so this is my individual petal method, and this is what I mean by individual petal. These are sort of bigger just because I did it. I've also had people ask about fabric choices. I've got all different kinds of fabric. I've got polyester, I've got cotton, different ones, but here's just some examples of that. And as you can see, these are very flat. I've got some sheer. I'm going to be doing a video showing you how to do these same designs using lace on some of them. But here are that. These are a little bit, like I said, a little bit bigger, but you can make these petals any size that you want. And when I do this, I want to show you what I mean. Throw these up here out of the way. Oh, I had another one there, just a little bit smaller than the other one. Little design. So it's sort of the same way that you do with flowers. But this is when I said individual petals, or I guess 2 petals in one. You're going to have, and I'll show you how to cut these in just a minute. But what you do is once you get your pieces cut, see how I start making like a plus sign with them first. That's the best way to start. Then turn this way, and then turn this way. So now that you've got them all together, already got a needle here preloaded, and literally you can do this while you're holding or what, it doesn't matter. I just sort of lay them and then I run one little stitch. And I will be honest with you, that one little stitch is more than enough. You don't have to do multiple stitches to hold these like this, because it will hold them just fine. Okay, that would lock in the stitch for you, but I am old school and always believe in having knots when I finish things up. And it's that quick and easy, and there you go. You have your petal flower. Like I said, I'm getting ready to show you how to do them. Here's using smaller. I've cut this out of some sheer fabric, and I'm using smaller pieces. That would be that way, but I want mine I want this one just a little bit fuller. And how I offset, do you notice how I'm offsetting the petals, just how they naturally grow? They will be offset just a tad. And once I get them lined up, I literally just do one little stitch. I'm still using my black thread here. Of course, whatever color you're using, go for it. You know, you can color coordinate. If I was using white thread, you wouldn't even be able to see this. But that's not my point that I'm doing for these videos. So I'm just using my black. As usually, you can see your black. There you go. All right. And there, if you don't want to see all the black. Oh, I didn't lay that one flat, but it will be fine once I get my center put in my flower. But you see how that, and of course that's another thing, if you turn them over when you tie that, it's going to give you more dimension if you don't. But those primarily are more of a flat type of look. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cut them. Take you a strip of fabric. I don't take a very long one for this unless you really want to cut multiple layers, but I personally don't. Fold it in half. Fold it in half so that you've got it in 4s. And then if you fold it that way, and on that fold, that's going to be your smaller part. See how, yeah, these are not my just fabric scissors, so. And I'm going to leave, I want the fringe on the end on that one, so I'm going to leave it on that. So some of my petals will be the secret is that you just make sure that that part right there, that you have that part. And I've got another one so that I can have multiple ones. And this is how I do it when I cut them in twos. I just use one of those previous ones that I did. And you notice how these have more of a point on them. You can also, and these are more rounded. So you can do a point, you can do rounds, you can do whatever. But I take that first one that I cut, and I use that sort of my pattern to get sort of the same size. This is the beauty of this. Everything does not have to be perfect. You want it perfect, by all means, go for it. But if you have not, if you've watched my videos for a while, you know that I am more of a DIY, fly by the seat of my pants type person. I've got products, I've got everything, but I would much prefer to make things myself instead of purchasing them and using them, because I take joy in DIY and doing things for free. So now that I've got those, same thing, lay one down. And I'm cockeying them here. And I can continue laying to make it thicker, which I imagine doing that in like a red. Be a nice, this with the points on the ends would be really good for poinsettias. And put a yellow center on them, wouldn't that be neat? But look at there. Just like that. In the length of this video, there's 3 that I have made. And these lay flat, flat, flat. You can cut them as the petals as big or small, meaning the lengthwise. You can make them tall or short, whichever you prefer. And look at there. There we go. So this is what I call style number 7, the individual petal method. You can have round ones. It's the back side of that one. You can have pointed ones. Whatever you would like. You can use any type of material, from lace to sheer to polyester to cotton. Whatever your heart desires. Whatever you find out there in your garments for free. Cut them up and repurpose them, and there you go. Thank you.